Okay, welcome back to the second part of my eyeshadow declutter. Okay, this is the box I have to go through today. And just so you know, if you're looking for a really savage declutter, this is probably not the place for you. I am probably only going to declutter about 2 or 3. As I was going through this box, I only saw about 2 or 3 palettes that I'm probably going to declutter. I am mainly doing this as kind of an inventory and letting you see my collection. So if that's what you want to see, then welcome. And another thing, if you haven't entered my giveaway for 400 subscribers, then I will leave that in a link down in the what am I talking about? Description box. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm sorry, this is like the second time that I am filming this because the first time messed up. So, okay. I wanted to show y'all what I am putting my palettes in because I don't have enough palettes for one of those big Alex drawers, but I am running out of room on my vanity. So this is what I bought from Amazon. It's like a big train case, and this is what I am going to put my palettes in, and it'll make a lot more room on my vanity for, you know, more palettes. So anyway, let's start out with this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Eye Filter Luxury Palette. And I am going to be keeping this. I like Charlotte Tilbury shadows. They are very subtle, but, you know, I like that kind of look sometimes. And this is a very pretty palette from her, so I am definitely going to be keeping that one. This one I got in the Boxy add-on store. It is the Rowan 1111. I highly recommend getting this if you ever see it in the Boxy drop shop. It is mainly shimmers. They're kind of wet, kind of shimmers, kind of waxy, but I think they look really good. They're like topper shades, I would say, but they are really shimmery, and I think they look good. And I don't know, I just really like them a lot. I don't know if I would wear them. I'd wear them with other shadows, not alone. Or you can wear them alone, whatever. Whatever you want to do. If this moves around, it's because my cat just jumped up onto where my camera is. This is the Passion in Paris from BH Cosmetics, and it is a very beautiful color story. I have not used this yet, and I am just looking for an occasion to try it out. Probably a get ready with me or something like that. But yeah, I love BH's formula. So I got this on sale. What is that noise? Okay, but I highly recommend BH's formula. Okay, funny story with this palette, Line Crime. I have never used this palette, and that's true for a lot of palettes, but that's my dog growling. Okay. Anyway, when this was supposed to be in a BoxyCharm, and when I didn't get it in my BoxyCharm, I threw a pretty big hissy fit. And so I bought it in add-ons. And when I got it, I was kind of like very underwhelmed. So I never used it. And I still haven't used it. But I'm not getting rid of it. I think my dog wants in the bedroom with my husband. So, so I've never used this palette. And does anybody else have this palette? Do they like it? Is it a good palette? I don't know. I still have to try it out for myself. So, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just going to keep it and try it out. This is the Couture Rachel Solette eyeshadow palette. It's very good for, it's a very good neutral palette. And I like it a lot. It did a look with it and a get ready with me, and it came out very nice. Okay, I'm gonna go let the dog into the bedroom. I will be right back. Okay, my husband was in the bathroom and couldn't hear barking. Okay, this next palette is from Artist Couture and is the Ethereal Bloom palette. Now, I don't like a lot of pastels, but these are the kind of pastels that I go for. Really, almost not pastels. But this is like the palette I like to use around Easter time and make a really cool spring look. So I really like this palette. This palette's not going anywhere. A palette that I am going to declutter is my Viseart Petite Pro Deux. And I'm just not into the Viseart craze like a lot of people are. I am keeping that matte palette, but this one is just a little too dark for me. I know you can use this and lighten up the colors, but I just don't care for this palette that much. I didn't think it was all that great, honestly. So I am going to declutter that palette. Another palette that's on the chopping block, but that I think I am going to keep, is this Aether Beauty Desert Sunrise palette. It is not my favorite formula, but I want to play with it some more because I only used it once, and I will revisit it again in a year or two whenever I do my next declutter. And yeah, I want to give it some more chances, but definitely keeping my eye on it. Okay, let's get into some Natasha Denona. This is the retro palette, probably one of my favorite palettes. I love the berry colors. Now you'd think I would love that. I love that shade because it looks really dug into, but I don't love that shade that much. It's just really soft pressed. But I like these other shimmers better. And I like that there's more mattes than shimmers, which is not so true with a lot of her other palettes. But I like that she has a lot of mattes in this palette. So this is definitely, of course, staying. I don't know about this Juice palette, however you want to say the name. It has a nice highlighter, and it's just the mattes just aren't there for me. The shimmers, excellent, but the mattes just really didn't work for me. But I think I'm going to keep it. Okay, I love this side-by-side nude palette from Nabla. I am definitely keeping it. It reminds me a lot of the Sultry palette, which I'll be showing you probably in the next video. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about it in my 10 favorite neutral palettes video. It definitely has a place up there. Definitely. So this is a great new palette. Love it. Another palette that I am getting rid of is this Odenzai Fria Diva palette. Now this is their old formula. And the shimmers are just too glittery. All these shades seem to be the same. I am getting the Odenzai with Angelica Nympphist, and I'm going to retry their formula, do a little first impressions with it. It's on its way, so I am looking forward to that. But this one's I'm going to say goodbye to. Here is another Natasha Denona palette. This is the Sunrise. I always forget that's the sunrise and not the sunset. And I still have not used this palette. I'm just looking for the right occasion to use it. And again, very matte heavy, which I like. And, well, it's about split matte in its ratio of matte to shimmers. So, okay. I really like the color story on that. So, I am keeping that one, of course. I have this NYX Ultimate. It was a Lunar New Year palette. Another neutral palette with some reds in it. Every time I've used this, I've come up with a gorgeous look. Very good palette. It's definitely staying. This I haven't used much. I bought it around Christmas time. It's the I Heart Revolution X Elf the movie. I'm a cotton-headed Ninny Muggins. It looks like this. It's very, very colorful. But I've only used a couple of shadows out of it. But I'd really like to use it again. Especially in the winter season, around the holidays. So I'm definitely keeping that one. This ColourPop Wild Nothing, definitely love it for very neutral, very, if I'm going out to like the doctor's office or something, wearing this kind of vibe. And I know there's a couple of shadows that, these shadows look identical on the eye. I don't know why they did that, but it could have been edited down some. But I'm definitely keeping this one. Another one I don't really like that much. The formula, excellent, but the mattes are all brown. I want some colorful mattes. I don't like doing the brown mattes and add a pop of color on the eyelid. I don't like doing that. And this one just isn't giving me. It has some really nice shimmers. But I don't want to have to reach into other palettes for mattes. So I think I'm going to declutter that one. Okay, another ColourPop is the Cabana Club. I have not used this palette. It is a relatively new palette to my collection, and I am looking forward to trying this one out in like the springtime or something like that. Doing a get ready with me and trying it out. So definitely keeping this one. This is the BH Cosmetics Smitten in Switzerland. Definitely a keeper. This is in the old packaging. They said they reformulated their eyeshadows, but I don't believe that they really did. So I like this color story a lot. And if you see this at TJ Maxx or something in their old, in their old packaging, pick it up because there's nothing wrong with it. And besides, you'll probably see it in its new packaging too because they have filed for bankruptcy. And probably all their stuff is going to be in TJ Maxx soon. So we'll see. Okay, this is a collaboration between Hip Dot and Peeps. Again, some dark pastels, which I like, and some neutrals, which I like as well. I probably wouldn't keep it if it was not for the fact that it is a Peeps collaboration. I like Peeps. It's just for the nostalgia of it. Or whatever, just the fact that I like Peeps. So that's why I'm keeping it. This is new to my collection. It is the Jeffree Star Mini Breaker. Very interesting color story. I'm probably going to use this in an upcoming Get Ready With Me and come up with something kind of funky looking, just to be different. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that one, definitely. And finally, we have this Pure with an E Cosmetics Winter Wonderlust eyeshadow collection. I haven't used this either. I think I got this in an ice cream beauty bag, and it looks really neat. But I think there's only one shimmer in here, which is this one right here, which is fine. But there's so many interesting colors. I don't know exactly what to do, but I'll find something to do with it, I guess. But I'm keeping it. Okay. Don't mind the dirtiness of this box. So these are the palettes I'm going to keep. Right there. And these are the ones that I'm going to declutter. So right down here, I will put the total number added to yesterday's number of the ones that I have decluttered and the number of palettes that I am keeping. And I'll be back on I'll have a different video tomorrow, but I will be back on Saturday to finish out my collection / declutter. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would really help. And I hope you are all having a wonderful, amazing day out there. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. And okay, hopefully I will see you tomorrow for my next video. And just stay well until then. And I will see you later. Okay, goodbye.